Well, I've got some stories to tell. First, let me start with something from last evening. So, we decided to go to one of our favorite hamburger drive-in joints down in Auburn, which is like 10 miles from here, 9 miles, around Lake Auburn, which is the big lake there, which is the water supply, drinking water supply for the Twin Cities, Lewiston and Auburn. Anyway, Tabor's. And so we order the same thing every time we go, which we don't go often because it's not cheap, but it's not awful. It's a good time out. We sit across the street in the grove, in the pine grove there, in the shade, looking out over the lake. Anyway, so I go over and order our meal, and then we have to go back and wait for our number to be called to go get it, and it takes a while. Not unusual. We know what to expect. So I went over to order the meal. Thelma stays in the car. And I ordered it, and while I'm standing, actually before I get to the window to order, I noticed there's a penny on the ground near the building. And I thought, well, I'll pick that up and put it up on the counter. And I thought, no, the counter's way up high here. I'll leave it there. Maybe some kid will find it and be excited, you know. So I left it there. So I get up to order, and I place the order, and it comes to, and I don't carry change. Generally speaking, I don't carry change. I don't carry small bills a lot. I keep just enough. Anyway, so I usually pay with $20 bills because that's what I get out of the ATM. And so I have a $20 bill to pay for my meal. It comes to $19.01. I hand her the $20 bill, and she just kind of looks at me funny, and I said, just a minute, there's a penny on the ground here. And I picked that penny up and I gave it to her, and I said, how about that? But you know what that is? That is not a coincidence. That is not an accident. That is not luck. That penny was planned to be there before God created this universe. It's just God winking and saying, I got this. You know, if you look for, and I'm not saying everything that happens is a blessing. I mean, it's a penny. I know. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't think so. I'm happy. Anyway, that was just a cool story from last night. Well, today, my registration ran out yesterday on my car, my 2004 Jeep Grand Cherokee with 169,000 miles on it. That's the last year they put the straight six in those things, and so I'm making that go as long as I can. If it costs me $1,000 a year for body work or whatever, hey, it's cheaper than buying another vehicle, and the thing runs like a top. Anyway, I went to register it, and oh, this is your lucky day. You get to get a new license plate. So our old license plates, this is the one I just took off the front, covered with bugs, had a chickadee, which is our state bird, and a pine cone and pine tassel. That's our pine cone and tassel is our state flower. Isn't that exciting? Anyway, I don't know how long we've had these, several years now, but they've come out new ones. You can have one with a tree or without the tree. It's like, well, see, this pine tree and star are emblems from one of our very first state flags. We almost adopted it as the new state flag in our legislative session this year. But anyway, so I got a new license plate for my car, which I haven't put on yet. I'll take care of that after I'm done here. And I carry a pocket comb. Whoops, I just threw that one on the floor. I carry a pocket comb. And about a week ago, I lost my comb. It's like, usually it's out here in the yard next to the car, because my car keys and my comb are in the same pocket. And I take my keys out, boop, I lose my comb. And I thought, well, maybe I lost it when I went over to the garden sometime last week, because I got to we locked the garden too. And the key's on my keychain. Couldn't find it anyplace. So before I went to the town office, I went to the post office just to drop a couple letters in the mail, bills in the mail. And I came back across the parking lot. Guess what? My comb been run over 100 times. That's my pocket comb. I have like 5 new ones. I've got a new one in my pocket. So this one's going in the trash. But it's like, there it is, my pocket comb. When I went to the post office last week sometime to mail something. So it's been an interesting day. Hope yours is good too.